Okay. All right. So yeah, that's me walking around. And
There he goes.
and on the left there is walking up there in the blue. That's my brother Eric. He's going to be joining us here as part of the stream. Now Eric, he just came in while I was trying to get this up and running, so we haven't had any prep at all before. But Eric, have you read the rules for our first event?
I have not.
Okay, so this will be perfect. So Eric, I'm going to ask you to sort of act as the representative of everybody that's watching. Okay, if you have a question, feel free to ask. Also, anybody that's watching, if you have a question, feel free to ask. The Twitch chat, I think, is going to be the easiest option, but you can also contact us on Twitter. The handle is at UVNTL, and or you can go to Facebook if you're a Facebook person. We've got a comment on the Facebook page, and you can reply to that comment. The Facebook page for us is facebook.com/UVNTL. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Also, one thing I'm going to ask for everybody who's listening on the stream, if you notice that the video and the audio is not in sync, please let me know. That's not something that I can test. Like I said, I was hoping to be able to check it out on my phone, be able to stream on my phone at the same time that we're doing this, but it looks like I don't have that ability. So, let me know. Okay, so what we're going to do as part of this discussion this morning or this afternoon is we're going to go over the general rules. I've got them put out right here. I can go over notes. And then we're going to go through each individual game and run through it a little bit. I'm expecting the stream to last between 30 and 60 minutes. So probably will be closer to 60 minutes, actually, by the way things have been going. But yeah. So first things first, we will be having our first event for the Utah Valley Nintendo Tournament League on January 31st at 10 o'clock. Most likely all of you who are listening know that, because if you are listening, then you care enough about it to know a tiny bit of what we're all about, and that's the most basic thing. So it's going to be most likely here at my house. For those of you who don't know where I live, which is probably everybody, I decided to not just let my address be out in the wild on the internet. So if you'd like to attend, you have to either prepay, and you can do that right on uvntl.com. We've got a PayPal button up there, or you can also just message me and let me know that you plan on coming. So if you haven't done either one of those things and you want to come, please do one of those things. And I will send you my address. And that will probably be at the end of this coming week or at the beginning of the following. So I'll send out an email or a message to whoever's coming, and that will give the address and how to get here and any other important details you need to know in advance.
Now, what city is this in for those who are wondering the general location?
Okay.
For travel.
Yes, thanks, Eric. So it will be in Salem, is where I live. That's south of Spanish Fork. It's about 20 to 30 minutes south of Provo, depending on where you are in Provo. And like I said, I'll be giving the directions, not just an address, but some directions in order to be able to find my house. One last thing on location. There is the possibility that we'll be transferring the event and having it in a different location, such as in Provo. I think that would be preferable for everybody. but at this time that isn't planned. Unless we can get more people to prepay, then we won't be doing that. So, and while we have a few people who have already messaged me and let me know they're planning on coming, we haven't had a lot of people prepay. So that's the only reason, which is completely fine, but I'm just letting everybody know. That's why I've been saying it might be being transferred to Provo, but probably isn't. Plan on it being here sale. Okay, so next thing, cost is $15. You all probably know that. If you just want to do one tournament, then that could be $6 or $11 for two. And if you bring your own controller, then you get $1 off, and that's per tournament. So bring your own controller, it ends up being about $12 per tournament. And if you prepay, then we'll just refund you that money when you get here. Or if you're planning on paying at the event, then we'll just charge you the correct amount then. So we do have a participant cap of 16 people. That's the reason why you should let me know if you're planning on coming, if you haven't already. And by the way you can let me know that you'll be attending is by Facebook. I know Phil has already just given me a comment on right on the Facebook page, which is fine. You can also send me a personal message on Facebook. My name's Jeff Baker, so you can do that. And also, you can send us a message via Twitter. Again, it's at UVNTL. Any of those is fine. You can also email me. It's jeff@uvntl.com, and that will work too. Okay.
There's a question of how many people have already prepaid or plan on attending as of right now. What's our expected group?
Okay. That's a great question, Flea IP. That is confidential information. Just kidding, I'll let you know. Okay, so we have 7 people who have let me know that they plan on coming. This does not include people in the past who vaguely said, "Oh yeah, that sounds like a fun idea," or like, I think I might try and come. These are people who have specifically said that they will attend our event in 2 weeks. I expect that to go up at least by 2 people. So, looks like we'll have at least 7 people. Not a big event. Probably 9. But again, tournament cap at 16, so make sure you get in there. Flea IP, I don't know if you're one of the people who's already contacted me, but if you aren't, then that would be 8. So, and if you aren't, then please contact me via one of the methods discussed earlier. So again, I really wish that this was going to be a larger event. I really think that in the future it will be a larger type thing, but unfortunately it just isn't right now. And another thing is, I know with tournaments I've attended in the past, a lot of people... Okay, Phil. Thanks, Phil. So, thanks. In tournaments I've attended in the past, like Super Smash Bros. Tournaments, a lot of people just show up. And I think in the future, when we will have our events at public venues, like at the Provo Library, I think we'll have a better turnout just because people can decide the day of whether they are coming or not. It's just sort of the crowd. But for the first event, yeah, without knowing exactly who was going to come and whether we were going to be able to collect enough fees in order to pay for the venue, we just decided to do it at my house. And part of the problem with that is I think that we are going to get a lower turnout. Some of that has to do with the fact that I'm not letting my address go out on the wild on the internet. And some of it I think has to do with the fact that we're just so far south. A lot of people don't want to come down this way. I know at least one person has made a comment that they would come if it was at Provo, but they don't want to drive further south than that. They live in Salt Lake, so that'd be a problem. Yeah. Phil, you're totally right. Provo Library would be an amazing choice. Even though I would have to drive 20 to 30 minutes away, it not being at my house would be a huge plus, and also we'd probably have a little more bandwidth for our streaming since Provo has Google Fiber. That'd be a good thing. Okay, but anyway, so in the future, just so you know, we do not have any prizes scheduled for this event, and the reason is because most of the fees that we're collecting will be going towards paying for the venue at our next event. Right? So we'll be having 4 events per year. The next event will be in April. Almost certainly will be at Provo Library or another public venue, which we'll have to rent. So, all right. Speaking of, so I said most of the fees we collect, there is a small chance that some of the fees will go towards pizza. So that's just a little rumor that's going around. I don't know if it's true or not. So, but just so you know, because the time is from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I understand that's not the most convenient time as far as breakfast lunch goes. So, in order to be able to keep everybody here close by so that we're not waiting people to go and run at lunch, we may have something like pizza available. Again, that's just a rumor. So when I send out the message in about a week giving the final details about how to get here and everything, I'll give an update on that. Okay, so let me just hurry and check Twitter and Facebook and make sure that we have no other comments. And we'll move on. Eric, do you have any other comments?
Nothing comes to mind yet.
Okay, Eric.
Just hello to all of our listeners out there.
Yeah, it looks like we've gained another listener on the way. My name's Jeff. I got Eric here. He's my brother. Eric, will you be attending the tournament?
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
So, Eric will be here.
I'm one of those 7.
Eric's one of the 7 who hasn't prepaid,
But I'm here.
but he's here.
And I already know your address.
Yes.
So,
Eric already knows where I live. Okay, so as you all know, the tournaments we're going to be doing are Super Smash Bros. Wii U, Wii Party U, and a variety of Super Mario Brother games on the Virtual Console, what we're calling the Super Mario Bros. Speedrun. So, I'll have my Wii U at the event. Phil has volunteered to bring his. Thank you, Phil. And looks like I'll probably have a third one if we end up needing it. If we only have 7 people here, we'll probably just stick with the 2. But if we end up having more, I might get a hold of that other Wii U. It's my cousin's. And we'll be able to utilize that one as well. So, one of the things we're going to be discussing are tentative rules, and that is because since I don't know exactly who's going to be here and how many consoles we're going to have / need, the timing of the rounds may vary. We'll finalize that probably the day of, but just these will be as far as the timing goes, that's what we don't know. The rest will the rules.